field was one of the greatest fields. And now look at it. It's in ruins. It's depriving the community of a happy and a safe place to live. And we're just tired of waiting, and we've waited too long. So we come out here demanding and telling everybody that whatever the problem is, they need to fix it. Where it's resonating to every elected official, to every community resident, to let them know that it is time that this field get developed, that it get renovated, and that it get built for the sake of our children, for the sake of our community, for the sake of our sports and health. It's all part of everything that we're trying to do here today. So after today, we will be demanding even further that hopefully by next year or before that, that this field will be built. And we're no longer standing around, waiting around for someone to tell us that something is happening, when every time we come down here, nothing is happening, and the little bit that is happening is not happening enough. So this is it. This is us demanding as a community that this field will be built. Enough is enough. Build our field. Get back our track. Our children are wondering where they can have a safe and decent place to live, decent place to play. This track used to be one of the greatest tracks, tennis courts, etc. We need it to be here. We need it now. We cannot wait any longer. We've waited long enough. We've talked. There's been talk and talk. We need this field to be built. I'm going to call on a couple of our elected officials that have joined us today, as well as community activists, and they will speak more about this. Those who have been here for years in demanding that we build this field, and still nothing has happened. We're going to call on our legislator, Lyndon to come forward at this time. Let's give him a big hand as he comes forward.
Thank you, Pastor. I want to, first of all, let me thank all of you for coming out this morning, because when you come out as a Mount Vernon resident and you stand up and say, you know, there is an icon, a very important part of our community that we are rallying for, that is a very, very resounding message countywide, because not unless, if we are not proud of where we live and try to make it better, then we ought to be living in worse conditions. But I can tell you, by your presence here today, what you are saying is that you have great hopes for the city of Mount Vernon. You have great hopes for this field. I can tell you, as the county legislator, I have worked tirelessly to get $9.7 million allocated from the county to fix this field. The city is investing the rest of the money. It was supposed to be a about $14 million project, and the city was going to invest the other $3 million. The city council passed an ordinance for that. We need to get it moving. We need to get it done. I know that work is being done. I see the tennis courts are actually on the way of being constructed, but we need to have an urgency placed on this. I will work very hard with the city. I will work very hard, regardless of who it is. I will work to make sure. I worked on the prior administration of Clinton Young to try to get this done. I worked with the administration of Mayor Davis to try to get the money to get it done. So I will work with anyone to make sure that Mount Vernon is got the money for this field. But I think it's important that you as a community also stand up and say, you know, we are rallying for something we believe in. Because if you don't believe in anything, then really it'll be a sad state of affairs. So we are rallying today for what?
Memorial Field.
What are we rallying for?
Memorial Field.
That's right. Thank you, Pastor.
Come on, let's give him a big hand. Thank you, Lyndon Williams. We also are joined by our state senator, Ruth Hassell-Thompson, who has been working in this community for many years, who has taken the time out to work with each and every one of us, constantly in communication from Albany all the way to Mount Vernon and the Bronx. And we're glad to have her here with us today. She's been one of the premier forces that have communicated this issue, and also encouraged me to get outside and make sure that we rallied around this issue. So without further ado, let's give a big hand to our state senator, Ruth Hassell-Thompson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you've heard from the county legislator, but I want to tell you from the state perspective that the city is putting a project grant in to complete Memorial Field. we have let politics interfere with getting this done. It became a football for every administration, including the year that Lyndon Williams and I were first elected to the city council. Our goal then was to save this field for the people of the city of Mount Vernon and not let the county or anyone else control it. So now we have the opportunity to lay a plan, and the money is available. We have to make sure that the will continues to be available. We have the will as the people to make sure the memorial field is the field we want it to be, and that it can be used to serve all of the community, not just some, but all. And too often we build something and everybody else gets to enjoy it and we do not. Well, this is our field. Memorial Field is our field.
Yes, yes.
Memorial Field is our field. Memorial Field is our field. And we want it built today. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, y'all. Come on. We need, this is a rally. This is a rally. Let me just pause here for a little rally message. When I say, what do we want? You say Memorial Field. When I say, when do we want it? You say now. When I say Memorial Field, when I say, what do we want? You say Memorial Field. When I say, what do you want? You say now. When do we want?
We got it. We got it, Pastor. Nobody
I'm about to run around this field. What do we want?
Memorial Field.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Memorial Field.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Memorial Field.
When do we want it?
Now.
Let's give a big hand. We're going to ask our Assemblyman Gary Pretlow to come forward at this time. He's done a great job also all the way from Albany in making sure that we get this bill done. He's been here many, many years, and we're teaming up with the elected officials because we know they have the power to influence certain things that we may not know behind the scenes. We are the activists. We are the residents of this community. But we want our elected officials who we elected to work for us, and they are here today. Let's give a big hand to Assemblyman Gary Pretlow.
Thank you, Pastor, and good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm a little confused now because what I'm hearing is we have the money to do this. That's usually the biggest stopping point. So now there's nothing but politics that is stopping this, and I think we can get around that. I know we can get around that because we want this field for the people of Mount Vernon, and I think we can do it. As the senator said, money will be available in some form from the state. The county legislator stated the county is prepared to give almost $10 million towards this. I just say, let's get it done. 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 Let's get it done.
All right, that's a rally. When we march, I want y'all to say just like that. We got to add some hip-hop to this. We got to get hip-hop on this. That's right. Enough is enough.
Build the field.
Build the field. Also, let me just mention this. What makes this even so much more urgent is the fact that when you look across the street, there's a world-class field right across the street on the other side. Our residents of Mount Vernon have to go across the street, and sometimes they restrict us from going across the street in order to enjoy a nice field. We shouldn't have to go across the street. We should be able to enjoy ourselves right here on the field that belongs to Mount Vernon. So we're going to demand that there's no reason why across the street should be all built up, and we're sitting here waiting and demanding for years, and nothing has been done. Joining us also is Pastor DeCohen, and I'm going to ask him to come forward. This is the clergy, elected officials, activists coming together in order to make sure that we get this done. It's a community-wide effort. So let's praise the Lord and thank God for Pastor DeCohen as he comes forward.
Good morning, everyone. You know, this is a shame that we have to come out here to rally in order to bring visibility to an issue that we as citizens should not have to come out and do. This is a disgrace upon our city. Memorial Field is one of the gateways into Mount Vernon. And when people drive up Sanford Boulevard and they look and they see this field also represents our community. And we have to get past politics in order to improve the conditions and quality of life for our citizens. It is a shame that we have to have little children. It's a shame that we have to have seniors. It's a shame that we have to have community representatives here in order to bring visibility to an issue that we really shouldn't have to discuss.
That's right.
The city, the county, I know that there's politics being played every time we go to the county. Even the Lyndon Williams been fighting for us. But we know there's been politics. Say politics. Politics. That's right. Politics has been going on. And it has stopped over a decade of efforts in order to improve this field and the quality of life for us as people. It is a shame, but we're not going to tolerate it no more. It's a shame, and we're not going to tolerate this indictment against the citizens of Mount Vernon anymore. And we're going to fight, we're going to push, we're going to do everything we can in order to make this field, and not just this field. Unity last year, Pastor Moraine and the community organized for 4th Street Park. 4th Street Park still is not done.
That's right.
We're tired of this. Let's get it done. Enough is enough. Say that with me. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
That's right.
Okay, raise those signs. Young people, raise those signs. We want you to raise those signs. They have to see them. Enough is enough. Build our field. We're glad by the Supreme All-Stars. The Supreme All-Stars are a cheerleading group right here in Mount Vernon. Go ahead, raise it up. That's right. They're in the community. They could be working out and they could be playing in this park, but somehow they've been deprived and they have to use different centers around the city. And it's a nice day today. They could be out here playing and enjoying themselves, but they find themselves on the rallying field.
Hello, my name is Anthony Beauvais. I'm Commissioner of Water City Mount Vernon. I'm also project coordinator for Memorial Field. Right now I'm here at Memorial Field, and today there was an event over here to trying to say that we're not doing anything at Memorial Field. I counterclaim with that we are doing a lot of stuff over here. They just don't see it. You know, you gotta understand something. People talk from the outside, but even though they had this march over here, they never actually went to the back and see exactly what's going on today. You know, it was a little frustrating today because you only heard one side of the story. But the truth right now is that we are getting a lot done right now. And, you know, maybe we should, in City Hall, try to explain ourselves a little better to let them know what really is going on over here. Have a better public relationships with the churches and the people in the community to see what's going on. And right now we are filming, taking pictures, and hopefully put a video together that and present it to people that are saying that we're not doing anything over here. I'm just want to let you know that things are progressing here every day. The tennis court should be done in a couple of weeks, and after that we'll be working on the field and trying to finish up this project as soon as all the funds are released. Thank you. Oh, this project means to me a lot. Born and raised in Mount Vernon. I grew up in here. Memorial Field means a lot. I used to play there, watch games over here, played on the fields. I used to work out over here. This place means a lot to me. I mean, nobody really understands, but I really have a lot of stake at this, and it will make me proud to know that I helped got this project finalized and accomplished for the city that I greatly adore. Thank you.